She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you the winner of the Gangsters of the Year award.
Once again.
Oh, I rush to get to you today. There is so much going on. Of course, we'll talk about Robert Blake. Of course, we're going to talk about Ashton Kutcher's wild party last night and some other things dealing with Ashton. We're going to talk about Ja Rule. We'll talk about 50 Cent, Michael Jackson, and his mess, and Michael Strayhorn, the New York... do we call them New York Giants or the Jersey Giants? I forget. New York Giants and his divorce scandal. And I've got two questions for you regarding your relationship, except I'm not going to do them during Advice Hour. I'll do them at some other point today, because during Advice Hour, got a special guest coming in. I am in the process of reading her new book. It's called Running Game. Her name is Courtney Parker. And, well, it's all about the women and the athletes and the diamonds and the cheating and like that. And she'll be in during Advice Hour, because I know a lot of you hoes are listening, and perhaps you have a question, or perhaps through my conversation with her, you will get a bit of insight or advice into your relationship dealing with a true baller, a man who plays ball. And maybe the same will apply for if you're dating an artist or something like that. Then, during the Hour of Truth, a longtime associate of mine, I was on her show back when she had her talk show on one of the panels. Rolanda Watts is in town. I understand she's got something new jumping off on television, and she's a generally interesting person to speak with. So Rolanda will be coming in during the Hour of Truth. So we've got company. The celebrities are in a mess, and there's only one place to get the job done, and that's right here. Thank you for being here. It is what it is. It's the Wendy Williams Experience.
This is a Wendy Williams exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Yeah. Hi, friends, and welcome to the Experience. I'm glad to be here. I feel like I've been running all day just trying to get here to you guys.
It's a nice shirt you have on.
I did TV today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, that's like from the way I have on jeans. Do you like my shoes?
Wow.
I thank you. I mean, they don't see those on TV, but it's such a beautiful day. Why trap your, big feet in Uggs, which I do normally because they're just incredibly comfortable. But, I was on a show called One on One with a very nice man by the name of Steve Adubato from Comcast 8. Do you get Comcast at your house, that Comcast channel?
Yes.
to watch? My show comes on April Fool's Day. Which would be April 1st. I forgot the day of the week it is, but we taped it today, and it'll be on at 6:30. And it was actually a half hour all about me, and I was like, wow, how about that? I thought for sure I was going to be like on a panel, and we were going to be talking about Little Kim, something Negroidian, something hip hop-esque, or something real black, But instead, it was just all about me. He helped me promote my books, the radio show and stuff. And from what I understand, the show can be seen everywhere, particularly all up and down the East Coast. So, thank you everybody at Comcast. You know what? It was very refreshing to be over there with you good people. And it just so happens that Steve Audubato's his wife Jennifer is a big listener of the show. And thank you, Jen. So I did that. And then last night, the comedy at the Laugh Factory was fabulous. Just fabulous. I mean, Smokey, thank you so much for coming out. Capone, funny as usual. Ken Black, of course. Brooklyn Mike. You're killing him out there. Miles J. You're right behind Brooklyn Mike, just killing him. Killing him. And shout out to everybody that was there last night. You guys made me feel like a dork as usual up on stage. People don't make noise. They just sit and look. you know, and I know I do it to myself, but, you know, it was prior to me having a drink where I can loosen up and really go along with the stares and stuff. So I'm feeling all sober and everything. The waitresses, shout out to the waitresses over there. You all really do have to get it cracking. I mean, I'm looking around, you know, my guests, you know, only about 10% of the audience had drinks on there, you know, at their stations at the time of the show starting at 9 o'clock. Really, you know, you got to get people liquored up. The doors open up at 8 o'clock. I expect to see my people walking in practically with drinks in their hands. You girls really have to hustle. I'm sorry. I'm not saying. I'm just, you know, saying. They were probably feeling like me, all sober, and they didn't want to be. You know, like, nice to have a nice buzz. So Robert Blake not guilty. Boy, they're going to fry Michael Jackson. Somebody's got to get it. Somebody's going to get it. You know what I mean? There wasn't enough on Bill Cosby, but they did just enough to embarrass, or should I say, he allegedly did just enough to embarrass himself. Little Kim got herself in her snit by lying. I don't even know why we're still dealing with this. What is that, jury still deliberating? I was so stuck on stupid with the Michael Strayhorn case. Everybody over at Comcast was talking about that case. We'll talk about that later in the show. But, you know, so Little Kim will get a smack on the wrist. You know, R. Kelly, to fry or not fry. You know, people have kind of put that case on the back burner, but, you know, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, same difference, different scenarios, practically. I mean, almost dealing with the same, you know, in terms of underage and stuff like that. R. Kelly, you know, of course, we got the visual for those of us who believe that was R. Kelly in the video and whatnot. But, man, Michael Jackson's going down. And the weird thing is that I believe that more than ever because they let Beretta off. Yeah, you know Beretta killed his wife. You know OJ did it too. And I got to tell you something. People out there in California are tired of being made fools of the legal system. So Michael Jackson, man, if they get Michael Jackson, they're probably thinking this will make up for OJ. This will make up for is Phil Spector in jail? Is he still fighting that case?
Still in.
It's still okay. Phil Spector's not up, but you know, you fry Michael, and it's good for a decade. 5 years of mistakes and 5 years to come. It's good for a 10-year period of legal f-ups in California if they just get Michael Jackson. I've gotten tired. I don't even watch what's on E anymore. You know, I know what I think. Plus, I was talking with one of my coworkers, Adimu, and he too doesn't like the way they're running it on E. With the, I don't want to hear from the experts and the set-siders and stuff. Just run it like it's a sitcom. Just run it, you know, from beginning to end. I don't want to hear any, interjections. I got two questions to ask you about your relationship. Because we're not doing Advice Hour today the way we normally do. Courtney, like I told you, Parker's coming in, and she's got that book Running Game, and it's a really good book. And we already had Rolanda Watts scheduled for the Hour of Truth, but I really wanted Courtney to come by today. And I said, you know what? We'll stick you in Advice Hour. Because somewhere in here, you are now out of the business of, you know, screwing around for money. So, therefore, you can perhaps, you know, give some advice in telling your story to women who that's what they do. You know, their goal is to keep their booty high so they get the basketball player with the most money. Even if the basketball player is married, they put up with being, you know, jump off for years and stuff like that. So Courtney's coming in during Advice Hour. Okay, but here's the deal. When you're thinking in terms of ending your relationship, two things, you know, I find two questions, and I forgot where I got them a long time ago. They work. Number one, how happy are you out of 100% of the time? If you're more than 50% happy, then isn't that worth a stay? If you're pushing it 90% happy, you know, in other words, because you have to allow for fights and stuff. You know what I mean? If you're pushing it 90% happy, then divorce is not even in the picture right now. You know, just relax. When you, even during your worst fights, when you're like, I'm going to kill this nigga. You know what I mean? I hate him. But then if you sit back and you think about the whole picture, you know, past and not present because you're in fight mode, but the past, are you more than 50% happy? How much more than 50% are you happy? Because to me, if I was sitting on just the 50% line, that'd be a reason to think about divorce. You know what I mean? You know, the question is, are you 50% happy? My thing is, if you're more than 70% happy, then sit your behind down. You made your bed. Now fix it. Don't try to escape. But here's the question that's even bigger than that. If you hit the lottery today, would you leave your long-term relationship or Dave is ringing the bell. Dave would leave his wife. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't even have to think about that. Quick answer, yes or no. Just something that, I'm putting it out there to help you make a decision as to whether you should put your relationship where back there. If you hit the lottery today, would you leave her? Would you leave him? That's easy. To me, that's better than the percentage question, but I just put both of those out there.
Money?
You know how many people would leave their relationships if they hit the lottery today? And I'm not talking about the $2 lottery. I'm talking about, you get $50 million. $50 million. Are you leaving today? And I'm talking about, forget that I have to split half so I still stay. No, forget that. And there's no splitting involved. And no taxes. Just let's make it a perfect world. No taxes, no split. If you hit the lottery today, would you leave? That's all. Oh, Lordy, 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 I'm so hungry I could knife somebody.
You say that every day.
I know. I do that to myself. You know what? I need to start getting back to eating a little breakfast. I was having like a cup of yogurt and a little, granola in there, or a hard-boiled egg, yolk included. I don't, these people with these egg whites and they're getting so meticulous, throw your yolk over here and I'll make some deviled egg. Oh, as a matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to make when I get home. I'm going to make deviled eggs. Make them when I get home and let them sit until 10 o'clock tonight. When I watch the 10 o'clock news, they'll be a little on the chilly side. I don't like them warm. I like my potato salad warm, but not my deviled eggs. Anyway, so little Kim is 30, according to the newspaper. Who thought she was like 27? Oh, yeah, well, she's 30. Time to start reassessing the whole gangstress, rapstress thing. Oh, boy. Well, the sparks flew in the courtroom yesterday in New York. What did you say? 30 seconds on that sign? Okay. Let's get some tuna fish in here. And carrot sticks or something. Yeah, I know. I said I was going to cut down on tuna fish, the mercury. Yeah. But I'm not pregnant.
All right.
I want tuna fish. Everybody, keep it here. We got it going on. It is what it is, and thank you.
Wendy, man.
I've been with this guy for like 5 years, and I know you say don't cheat. I know, but I can't help it. I want to.
Do you have intention on getting married?
We're married.
Oh, my God!
The Wendy Williams Experience.
The following is just a test.
Mr. Engineer, please, some music. Would you give us a record, por favor?
What's going on? America, there is a need for alarm. For Wendy Williams Experience.
It's the Wendy Williams Experience. It's still Women's History Month. Hey, ladies, far and wide, from the housewives to the ladies holding it down in the boardroom. Shout out to the single moms, the married women, the ones in between, the black, white, Indian, whatever you are. It's about all of us this month. Actually, it's about all of us every day, but don't tell the men. All right. Evil Diva said that if she hit the lottery today, she would not split ish. She said, I would hit him off with a little something to go away quietly, and I'd be out in a heartbeat. That's what the Evil Diva says. Kanita says, oh, Kanita, you're so pink. She says, if I hit the lottery, no, I wouldn't leave him because it's still for better or for worse. No, she's so pink. I didn't even put that into my equation. Just like, who better to share the money with? Hell no, I'm not going anyplace. I didn't even factor in, vows and all like that. I did factor in child, but not vows. Just like, hell no, I'm not going to a place. Have to deal with some new person. You don't know whether they're with you because, you're a 50 million heiress or, all like that. Shay from Harlem says, damn right I'd leave if I hit the $1 million lotto. By the way, I love chilled deviled eggs also and room temperature potato salad, but I hate tuna fish. It reminds me of cat food. My cat food is not here yet. Where is it? Ugh. Edie Falco from The Sopranos, I didn't realize she adopted a baby boy. Remember last year she announced that she had cancer, and it was treated successfully. But back in December, apparently, she adopted an infant within days of the child's birth and named the baby Anderson. That's her mother's maiden name. Here's the food. Yep, she's 41. Carmela Soprano. She's a mommy. She adopted. Very nice. And about little Kim, I just wanted to tell you briefly yesterday that the prosecutors basically, because the case is over, they're deliberating now. Oh, Clarence is here. The mail's in.
Hey.
How you doing? All right. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Hey, I love rhinestone. Who keeps sending me these great rhinestone wife beaters? Shout out to Robinson Style. Denise Robinson is over there. This is thank you, Denise. I need all this kind of stuff. Look, little leather ties and the rhinestones and stuff. I need stuff to wear. The VH1 wraparounds are coming. I'm going to have to take off those Demetrio coats and start wearing some stuff. And I don't like my tops to be too fussy. I just like them to be plain, but with a little, zhuzhing up for TV. In real life, I like just a plain white T-shirt, the plainest possible, and a pair of jeans. But that doesn't look so, good on TV, the white. So therefore, I've been forced, into having to think about what color, like a pink T-shirt. I love pink, but I'd rather it on my nails and, my lips than on my clothes for the most part. Anyway, sparks flew, they say, because little Kim, the prosecutors are saying, thinks she's above the law. And in the courtroom yesterday in New York, the U.S. Attorney Catherine Sable reviewed little Kim's testimony and said maybe Kimberly Jones bought into her own image. Maybe she believes she was the queen bee above the law. That for a multifaceted superstar, the rules are different for her, she goes on to say, likening the infamous shootout at Shot 97 back in 2001 to the Wild Wild West. The 30-year-old Kim stands accused of lying, not just to the grand jury, but clearly about her age. But I guess most people do. It's just a little shocking when it comes out. Why did I think little Kim was like 20? I thought she was in her 20s. I thought she was 27 or 28, somewhere around there. This person's mean about it. Shout out to whoever sent this in the 609. Wendy, this hoe's been lying about her age. Kim is 30. Well, damn, you don't have to be that angry. We've all been known to fudge a bit. Dear Wendy, Vivica Fox and little Kim are going to end up looking like Michael Jackson if they keep up with the surgery. And I'm so mad that Ed Lover got rid of his big nose. That was his trademark. Wow. By the way, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. My parents and you have helped to make that play approaching near $50 million, despite being reviewed poorly by the critics. Go, Tyler Perry.
How you doing?
Beauty shop, don't look for that same success. I don't know. I just feel the mad black woman and the fact that a lot of people saw this in its play form. There are a lot of people re-seeing it in the movie form. It's different than the usual Negro fare. I don't know how, but it just is. Beauty shop opens sometime soon. The Clueless Girl is in there, and Queen Latifah, and some other people. I anticipate that doing the same as a lot of like the Soul Planes and stuff like that, just kind of coming and going. But Diary of a Mad Black Woman, it has people intrigued. $5.5 million. Wait, no, $22 million it grossed on opening week, and now it's, the opening weekend, rather. And now it's approaching $50 million. Go, Tyler. They say that the original stage play that kind of kicked off the whole gospel play phenomenon, Beauty Shop, Shelley Garrett's thing, is going to the big screen too. But he's not calling it Beauty Shop, he's calling it The Salon. Yeah. No release date on The Salon. And then they say to confuse matters, Queen Latifah's Beauty Shop, which is not connected with Shelley Garrett's, is being released. Well,
remember that play, Your Arms Too Short to Box with God?
Oh, yeah. All those little The Negro Spirituals. I don't know where they play in your city, but here in New York, they play at the Beacon Theater, and you just know if it's popping at the Beacon, it's popping. And I will not lie. Whenever my parents come to town, they always, what's going on at the Beacon Theater? What can you get us from the prize closet? Yeah. Back when I was single, I'd be right there with them. That'd be our date. I'd take my parents out on a date. It'd be the three of us. And we'd go out and, you know, I'd take us for nice dinner. And we'd go to see one of the Negro plays over at the Beacon Theater. and we talk about it the whole way home. Oh, let me play a bit of this. So 50's mother was a lesbian or is a lesbian. Is that we're to believe? Well, listen to the first. Has he admitted that in interviews, or is it just in this song? Which you know how you hear new nuances in songs every time you listen to them. I just heard this last week. Play that. Love it or hate it, or whatever it is. The first line, he's like, "I was confused. My mom's kissing a girl."
Coming up, I was confused. My mama kissing a girl. Confusion occurs coming up in the
All right, that's it. Wow. Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yes, that does say a lot. 50.
How you doing?
It answers a lot of questions. Well, really, case closed.
Uh-oh.
People. Doesn't mean, but in his case,
Court's adjourned.
Court's adjourned. Our guest is coming in next, everybody, the author Courtney Parker.
Wendy, man.
Presently, my husband just got discharged from the military. But now he's home, and I just want to tell him to get the out.
The Wendy Williams experience. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
This portion of programming is brought to you in part by Smirnoff Vodka. Please drink responsibly.